A Chinese investment bank has revealed that its billionaire founder has gone missing, and that prompted shares in the firm to drop to a record low. China Renaissance hasn't been able to contact founder and chairman Bao Fan for several days. In recent years, many high-profile executives have disappeared with little explanation from Beijing. Well, to discuss it, I'm joined by our China correspondent, Stephen McDonnell. Stephen, tell me a little bit more about Bao Fan.
Well, from the outset, I should say, I'm going to engage in a fair bit of speculation here, but it does look like Bao Fan's disappearance is in keeping with the pattern we've seen in recent years, that executives from companies have disappeared, but they've disappeared in order to be questioned by investigators from the Communist Party's Discipline Inspection Commission. Now, news of his disappearance was revealed to the Hong Kong Stock Exchange, and the company's shares collapsed, partly because I suppose the first thing investors were assuming is that he's being investigated. But I should say it's not necessarily him. So when being investigated, he could be being asked to give up information on other companies. And that's because this billionaire investor has been at the heart of some of the biggest tech deals here in China. He has personally stitched together these mergers of big tech companies. He knows where the skeletons are. You know, he would have an awful lot of information on the senior leadership of all those Chinese tech companies. And it could well be that they're just asking him to give up the goods on them, as it were. However, also I should add that in September last year, another executive from his company was taken away to be questioned. So who knows? I mean, maybe there is something going on involving the company, but like I say, it is all speculation, because all we know is that he's disappeared. The company has announced that, and shares in that company have collapsed in the Hong Kong Stock Exchange.
Stephen, when disappearances like this happen, are they covered in the Chinese media? Will Chinese people be aware that this quite well-known business figure is currently disappeared?
Well, I think they would know, or could know, that one line of information was revealed to the Hong Kong Stock Exchange. But beyond that, there wouldn't be very much, or not much, speculation as to why it is that he may have been taken away. But what's happened in the past is that these executives have, well, often disappeared, if we can put it that way, but never to be seen again. They kind of re-emerge, excuse me, and often reinvent themselves, change the way the company does things in a way that the party is more happy with, and sort of move on from there, or divest themselves from the company, or do whatever it is they're being required to do by these discipline inspection investigators.
Stephen, thank you very much for bringing us up to speed there with what looks like the disappearance at the moment of Bao Fan.